Yeah, no, I mean, power play's got to be better. You get that many opportunities, got to score a goal. But, I think we played terrible. It's, a few costly mistakes, and, we lose the game.
And no moral victories at this time of year, but does this strike you as one of those games where you potentially deserved a better fate?
Yeah, maybe. It's, at the end of the day, you're out there to get the 2 points. Got to find ways to win here.
Sean, the power play got hot for a while, and even tonight you had only 11 shots in the first 3 or so. Is there anything that you see that's not clicking right now?
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I think maybe sometimes you just got to simplify. Get more bodies around the net and find a way to get a greasy one.
Do you find the opposing penalty killers are keying more on you in the bumper position, Sean, to take away that option?
Yeah, teams watch video and obviously study that kind of stuff. But, I think we got a lot of weapons, on the power play, and, we got to find a way to produce.
I know it's 5 straight losses, but is there a sense this team is building right now?
Yeah, you're always trying to get better, and, everyone says it's an important time of the year. It's time for us to push and try and hit our peak. So I think it's, like I said, important time.
Did Mark Scheifele get a raw deal in that instance there, only standing up for Vlad, getting called for the instigator and getting the misconduct on top of the fighting major?
Yeah, no, it's tough. One of our top guys. Credit to him for stepping in there. That's huge. That goes a long way for the team.
Do you have a thought on the hit itself, or did you have a good look at it?
I didn't have a good look at it, no.
What is Logan Stanley bringing to the lineup right now with the way he's been getting in there?
Yeah, he's been great. I think, plays hard, plays with an edge. Obviously, he's been fighting, which, sometimes the emotion, I guess, gets up there. And I think, he's been great for us.
2 games in a row with the redirection, starting to click with Nikolai too?
Yeah, it happens. You go to the net, obviously it's a great shot by him to see me there kind of alone, and nice to get a stick on it.
Thank you, Sean. Getting a lengthy power play?
I'm not going to comment on that because I haven't seen it on video. At this point, it's not going to change anything. So yeah.
What about Mark's response in the heat of the moment there?
Well, you want guys to step up for each other. That's the kind of team we want to be. So, obviously he ended up being out for the rest of the game, but sometimes, even though we didn't get the 2 points, that means a lot.
Did you think the 2 and the 10 were consistent with other instances, Nikolai, where whether it's been your team or an opposing team, when a guy stands up for a teammate, that, I'll get the 5, but 2 and 10, was that consistent?
I don't get the rule to begin with. I don't know when it, and that's complete honesty. It's not throwing shade at anyone. I just don't understand the rule. What's an instigator and what's not. So, you got to ask somebody else. I don't know.
In spite of losing 5 straight games, do you feel like your team is building?
For sure. Obviously it sucks right now. But, I think last game we had a lot of good things. And today we did a lot of really good things as well. I think we deserved better. But yeah, we're definitely going in the right direction.
The puck management was better. I know that was one of the top priorities for the team for tonight.
Definitely better, but I also think there's still some things we can clean up, and especially against a team like Vegas that they have the skill and the speed to turn it over and go the other way, and they did that a few times today. So turnovers is something that we got to clean up.
You didn't get the goal you're looking for, but did you think the power play took a step in the right direction?
Our second power play didn't have anything until that last one. I got to put that in the net, and it ended up costing us 2 points. So I can't speak for the first power play. I thought they did a lot of good things and had a lot of zone time. But for the second power play, we need to support each other more and get more pucks to the net.
What kind of intensity is Logan Stanley bringing to the lineup right now?
I mean, you can see it. Well, now he's done it 2 games in a row, starting off with a fight, and you know, it gets the crowd into the game, and you know, it gets us on our feet and ready to go. So, you know, that guy's is a beast.
Nikolai, just going back to your chance, did you have more time than you thought, or did it come off the stick funny, or what did you see?
I don't know, to be honest. You'll probably see me practicing that tomorrow, because that's one that's just, in a game like this, you just can't miss a chance like this, and you know, go up 2-1 in a hard-fought game like tonight. See what happened the other way. So would have been nice to put that in, and you know, I think the way it was going tonight, we would have ended up with the 2 points, but yeah, that's on me.
Consecutive games that you found Sean for a really good tip. Means that something that you guys are just sort of seeing it's happening naturally.
I'm trying to get the puck to the net, and he's nasty at tipping them, to be honest. You guys have seen it. He's done it multiple times. It's pretty incredible.
1-1 game. Looks like you guys are maybe going to get a 5-minute power play instead. No power play, and you're without your top center for the rest of the night. How did you see that whole play unfold? Maybe starting with the hit.
Yeah, well, the referee explained to me that he didn't raise his arm, that Vladdy was low. So you live with their call. Whether you agree with it or disagree with it, doesn't matter. They made the call. They looked at it, and I give them credit for that. So they called the major initially so they could look at it. And if that's their review and call, you live with it.
And in the heat of the moment, you have no issue with how Mark responds to that?
No, I mean, listen, it looked a lot worse than obviously it was, because that's what they call a minor. We've said all along we're a family, and you go after one of us, you're going after all of us, and Mark was right there, so it's unfortunate, but the heat of the moment, you want your players to play with passion and emotion, and sometimes that happens.
The stat line will say another 0 for 5 night on the power play, but you had a lot more shots tonight, like 11 through the first 4, and only had 3 total last game. Did you sense that things were a little more dangerous tonight, even if you didn't get the results?
It was a little more dangerous, and we missed a wide open net there in the third period. So, you need one of those to go in. At least they generated shots, and bottom line is we got to score on it. There's no getting away from that. You have to score on it. We had 5 opportunities, and we put more pucks to the net and give us a better look, yeah, but the bottom, again, you have to score, and we didn't score.
Rick, on the subject of Mark's instigator and the 10-minute misconduct, do you feel, was that consistent with other instances that you've seen where a player stood up for a teammate, whether it was your club doing it or an opponent doing it?
Yeah, they're calling the instigator more now than they are. And listen, I remember when we put this in. So, and I know why we put the instigator rule in, and they got away from calling it for a while, and now they're calling it again. That's hockey.
Talked about the importance of puck management going into the game, Rick. How do you think your club responded
Much
on
better.
that front?
Much better. We played faster. I thought it took us a little while to get going. In 10 minutes of the first, we started to play a lot faster. We started to go north. Put a lot more pucks to the net. I mean, they blocked 20 shots tonight. So that's a little bit on us, too, for either not shooting it quick enough or shooting right at them. So give them a little credit for that. But, again, we've got to get those pucks to the net. We have 78 shot attempts, and we got 1 goal. So we've got to, you look at the Washington game. We outplayed Washington. We were shut out. We lose in overtime to Edmonton, and tonight we outplayed them. In my mind, we outplayed them, and we did, but we didn't score. So we're not going to win until we start putting that puck in the net.
Sure, but you talked about the importance of process this week. You feel like you took another step forward on that front?
Yeah, that was a good team that we played tonight, and we outplayed them. We didn't score.
Would you say that Logan Stanley's bringing the kind of intensity you hoped he'd bring?
He brings that big physical presence back there, yeah, he does, and he's done a great job for us. So, he's doing everything he can to help this team win. And he's not afraid to drop the gloves, at which he's shown. He's a very physical player, and he throws the big hits, and he's doing a good job defensively. So he's had a very positive impact on the team.
It seems like he's kind of pumping up the fans, pumping up the bench, and the players feed off that intensity.
Absolutely. And the people, listen, the players love what he's doing. Players respect what he's doing. That's a tough job, what he's done. So give him full marks for that. But certainly the players and the fans respect what he's doing. Good. Thanks.